It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And here we go from Miami. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They go play action with Tonga Vailoa. Finds his fullback. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Tua off the play fake. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs force the turnover on the first series of this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life, really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Caught by the open man. Escapes a defender. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Pirine has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with a loss, and make a difficult 4th down.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Jordan Poyer has it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
So the good work to defend the pass canceled out by a mistake in the pass rush as they get him for roughing the passer. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Tagovailoa now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
At the 7-yard line.
Trying again, following the sack. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He's got it deep downfield. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump.
Uh-huh. Sanders all set to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. This didn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. The Chiefs offense staying on the field. They're going to try for 2. Mahomes throwing for 2. And this is caught. And that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. Reed now to kick this one away. D. Eskridge to return it. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
44, ready. All right, fellas, listen up. Ready.
Throwing now, Tagovailoa. Chased out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins pushing for a late spark before halftime. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. Completes this one to Hill. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Going play action, Tagovailoa. He connects downfield on 4. And he's out a yard or 2 shy of the 15. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. Tua out of the pistol. The throw is caught. And in for the Miami touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games. This sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins push their lead to 6. Sanders all set to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Dolphins will get the football right at that 25-yard line following the interception.
Well, that's now a second. Put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Flushed out of the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. Achane. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Situational football. Looking at first and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Trying again with H.A. Ooh, and it looks good for a second, but he stopped, so they're going to leave points on the board as we've reached the end of the half. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Sanders all set to send it away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Run from Pacheco to start the half. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
It's Pacheco on 3rd. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Pacheco finds the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs put 6 on their side of the board. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So the Chiefs going for 2 once again. He's throwing for it. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass.
Well, there's a reason he's playing defense, because he couldn't quite corral that one. But in the end, it doesn't matter. He still does the job and denies 2 points.
Reed now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. Returns looking good so far. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something that teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, well, maybe even that much more. These super athletes who can electrify in returns and turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. Throwing deep for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs have the football and are going to set up shop at the 15.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Running left with Pacheco. Along the sideline past midfield. And he's down to the 42-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. First down throw, Mahomes. Throw reeled in by Hopkins. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our third quarter. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the fourth. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off, Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins have it on the edge of their own goal line. They're at the 3.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. He's loaded another one up. They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Chiefs take possession along the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Prime connected with Xavier Worthy there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the...
And they pick him off again! Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And the Dolphins have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Nice cup. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. Completes this one to Rice. How about a big hitter? 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to stop the clock at will. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They go play action. It's Mahomes. And they pick him off again. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
First down, here's Tua. Taken in by Smith. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. So sit. Yeah.